Okay,
What's up, goblins?
what's up? Wait, they switched our profiles in the bottom
It,
left, but
it's
yeah,
good. We'll just roll with it,
yeah,
I guess.
we got a we got an LTS match going today. I believe it's the first match in this group. We got Stellar and Rozer, and yeah, this is each of their first matches, I believe at least. I'm not entirely sure.
I think you're correct in saying that.
Yeah. So, Stellar, I believe he would be the clear favorite in this matchup today, considering his PB, which I don't believe is up to date on the screen, but I believe his PB is a 54. And
Wait,
then
what?
Rose, yeah, Stella has a 54.
Yeah, all right, sick. Congrats.
Yeah, and Roser's PB 108.33, if that's correct. I would have no clue if it is, but I'm expecting I'm expecting a fun match today.
Yeah. So we got Stellar has been playing for. I wouldn't even say he's really that new anymore. It started at the start of 2020, and Rozer's old boy. Rozer's been around since approximately the dawn of time. When it comes to this game, so we're going.
Oh, and they're starting.
Sweet.
I should have been paying attention to the countdown, but yeah.
So Stellar's going for this little cell skip. It saves a couple seconds, like 3 seconds if you do it fast. It's a little tricky, but yeah, if you mess it up, you just kind of look dumb. But he got it. So
yeah, it's definitely some nice time save. Respect for even going for it, to be honest.
It's cool that so Josh pushed that into. It was originally just like only used in any percent, but I think Josh has been pushing it into everything. I think the original thought was you lose the orbs for going for it. But Josh has been pushing it into the categories that even need orbs, and turns out to be worth anyway. So
yeah, so the way that Josh will do it in like the where you need the orbs, he'll after doing the deload and after getting this fly cell to pop out, he'll go and get those orbs, and it'll still save like 1 second.
Yeah.
It's like
okay. Just punch back
do
and
it.
then, okay.
Yeah, he was doing it in all orbs, and just for 1 second.
I mean, hey, 3 time save right at the beginning.
Yeah, true.
I expect Stellar to go for most things. I don't know if is Stellar a tree hops boy?
Last time I talked to him, he hasn't sounded like he'd done it in a while, but he has done it before, just like in practice, I believe. So I don't expect him to go for it unless he's like so comfortable with his lead that he'll just wants to try and show off, I guess. You never know what Stella's practicing in his back pocket, to be honest. The man literally pulled out first phase claw skip and drunk, came out and passed to get any percent world record, like out of nowhere. Pretty much unbeknownst to most people in the community, I'd say.
Yeah. This is. I'm actually really curious, like how. Because I know a lot of the kind of middle tier people have been practicing quite a bit for and doing ILs and comparing. Like I know Zed was doing that, Luigi was doing that. in preparation for this. I wonder. I'm curious to see. Like, I haven't seen Rozer play in a bit.
Maybe it's your breath.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Rozer can do. There's like that whole middle tier I'm really curious about.
Yeah, I have no clue how much like either of them have been practicing recently compared to each other. I honestly, based on what I've seen from Rozer, I expect him just to like show off random glitches throughout his run. I feel like he does that.
Yeah, Rozer is like the guy for he's got all this like random, just like random game knowledge that I don't know, he's just been around this game for forever, probably since like 2012, I think. So he's just got a lot of stuff that he can show off potentially, or maybe he's just sweating bullets trying to win. You know what? I respect it.
I'd take either, yeah.
Yeah, I hope he is. Give my man a fat W.
Yeah, Stellar needs to look over and see Rozer like right on his tail and just get
absolutely stuck on him. That would rock.
Yeah, I'd love to see him give. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. So Fish, this is kind of, so no LTS is kind of the way I like to think about it is it's the fundamentals category. So this is the category that most people go to when they learn this game. The reason and this is the category we tell people to learn when they come to this game and want to play. The reason being is because this category is the one that teaches you the fundamentals of the game, and it's very easy to pick up. And as you get higher and higher on the leaderboard, this category is very consistent for the most part. There's a couple things that at top level that throw that off, but we'll get to that later. So this category becomes very, very consistent movement-wise. It's very just pure fundamentals for 99% of the run. And it's going to become more apparent in the late game levels, kind of where that you're going to start to see, like, as you get through as the players level up, you just get time save that you didn't know existed. It's that kind of category. But the thing that they just did, Fish, is just blind luck, and Fish can. I mean, later on in the tournament, Fish is going to be big, because it can have potential to save you 25-ish seconds or something if you get super lucky, and if you get really unlucky, it can be the exact opposite. You lose like way too much.
Yeah, for sure. Fish is definitely a huge factor. As seen, I'm pretty sure Stellar did get to Fisherman first, but he also increased his lead because he got much better fish than Rozer, I believe.
So, Forbidden Jungle, which is where they are, there's a level I really like. I like this a lot. You could see that in I'm lagging behind a little bit on the on where I should be commentating, but there's a lot of little things about this level that kind of, you can watch someone play this level and you can kind of tell how good they are. There's a lot of little things that really add up. Like Stellar did that little boosted into the water off that island cell, and like Rozer didn't. These are There's a lot of little things like that in this level. Like that, I don't know. I like this level a lot because you can just kind of look at it and kind of just get a gauge on how skilled someone is just off of this level. Because it's also right at the very start of the game, but it's deceptively difficult.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. The movement's much harder to get down than you think, and since it's at the beginning of the game or the beginning of the run, and you tend to like reset towards the beginning of the runs, you don't notice how much you'll like reset to FJ like versus the rest of the levels, I'd say.
Yeah.
Rozer looks like Rozer took it. Yeah, death.
I can't remember if Stellar got quick bite, or we'll see if Rozer does. I'm gonna wait on the roll jump and see. No, so he got bite skip, so the plant will bite you there. But there's a quick version of bite skip that is fairly precise to do, where with the normal bite skip you punch and then like you punch into his minion and then you wait a second and then uppercut at him. You can just kind of blaze through that, just punch and then immediately go with the quick one. It's just, I don't know exactly what causes it. It's just kind of a timing thing, but
yeah,
that's another thing in jungle that only saves like 2 seconds, but it adds up.
Yeah, a lot of small time saves in jungle. Stellar actually had a really good jungle, sub 9 on the Scoutfly cell, which is really good.
He's cracked.
Blazing through. He's hardly giving us time to talk about the route because he's out of the level before we're even done talking about it.
Yeah, what's this guy doing? Someone slow this man down.
Yep, so Stellar's now in Misty Island. He just caught the Muse and he's going up to climb the mountain, I guess, unintendedly, just to make it to the cannon. And Rozer is heading to Misty on the boat right now.
Misty is a pretty unique level in the way that the entire level, since from the moment you get there, is on a cycle. So the movement is really specific because there's a cycle that you need to hit at the end of this level. Well, Stellar's not going to get that cycle now, but movement's really specific and you need to go a certain speed to even get it, and it's pretty tricky to understand and really do consistently. But once you get it down, it's one of those things that once you like figure it out and get it down, you don't really miss very often. I know Stellar's probably kicking himself for falling off of like missing that roll jump, but
yeah, that roll jump's one of the probably scariest parts of Hub 1 in a race, I'd say, just because of how much time it loses. It's one, you miss this roll jump and you have to swim around, go all the way around pretty much this part of the level to get the Scoutfly, which alone probably takes 10 to 20 seconds, and then it messes up your cycle and your Zeppelins, which will probably lose you even more time.
And it loses... Oh, I can't remember how much it exactly loses, but it loses more than you would think.
I honestly think it's at least 30, or close to 30.
Probably. Because missing one pickoff is 15, but that's when the cycle is good. So.
Yeah, that is true. So Rozer was pretty far behind, but I think he caught up a decent amount from that mistake that Stellar made.
So Rozer's going for... There's a couple different cycles you can go for here. There's the fast one, which is what Stellar is going for. Well, he went for, but his movement... He messed up his movement. So I think he's just kind of winging it, as far as I can tell. Rozer is doing Death Cycle, so it's quite a bit slower, but it is a consistent cycle that you can get by dying in a certain spot. But once you get this checkpoint here, you can die, and then the cycle will be the same for you.
Yeah, Rozer cut it close. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. A lot of like newer or kind of people outside of the like top level decide to go for Death Cycle a lot just because it's less of a headache, and it's super consistent. And I mean, especially like when you're not going for like grand scheme of things, it doesn't lose that much time. I mean, obviously, if you're going for the times that Aslot and Stellar and them are going for, you need it, but it's not something that you must learn right off the bat or anything.
Yeah, I'd say you'd find pretty much anyone with a sub 1 going for the fastest cycle in Misty, and Death Cycle is probably not going to be on there unless you're talking runs like above sub 1, I'd say.
Yeah. Stellar's out of Misty. Rozer's actually not that far behind. Stellar's Zeppelins were... I don't know.
They're just bad. They were just bad
Yeah.
because of him missing the roll jump earlier.
Yeah, he didn't really, as far as I could tell, he didn't really go for any sort of backup cycle. He just kind of winged it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any good backup cycle. So
Yeah, really, no. Besides death, but... even
Rozer's
then.
having some trouble getting to the last cell in Misty. Fell down. And then to top off Misty, which is probably one of the harder levels when you're like starting at least, and then you have to do this boosted at the end, which isn't the easiest boosted, but it's not the hardest either.
Yeah, it's, the ledge is a little weird, and you can get this thing that makes you just bounce off the ledge. It's really dumb. You've had it before, I know. Everyone has. But yeah, the ledge is pretty funky. But it's not even close to the worst ledge that you have to do a boost off of that comes later.
Yeah, that's true, for sure. I think what you're talking about is like when you're spinning. Like I've always spinning, you can't grab ledges, so it's you like bounce off it if you spun like just the wrong time, I guess.
Yeah, it's really weird. You'll hit the ledge and just bounce straight off. You'll just sit there in the water. You're like, man, like that horse meme.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically out of your control, so it feels it just feels like the game cucked you.
Yeah, this game likes to do that quite a bit.
As long as you if you can like master like recover quick from some of these mistakes or some of the times the game decides to screw you up, I think it'll just it just shows like how much like more experience and how much you've put into the game.
Yeah. I think I figured out a way to slow Stellar down. So I believe on Twitter there's this little dumb debate going on about is blue eco or red eco better. And I think if I remember right, Stellar is very vocal about red eco being the one. And so if we should just take away his ability to use blue eco and then we'll be good.
Oh no, he's a red eco advocate?
I think so. Which is just cringe, if I'm honest. What does
Honestly,
it do?
yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
The only time you use it in this run is to knock some shields off these lurkers. Like,
Oh,
cool, I guess.
It makes me punch better. Like, yeah, dude, cool.
Skyfly boxes or orb crates. It just lets you kind of damage and kill enemies that usually take 2 shots with 1.
Here's a power cell for your valor.
Like, yeah, look. Rozer has telekinesis right now, thanks to Blue Eco. He doesn't even have to dive for those orbs. He just Luigi's Mansion vacuums them out of the water, and they just come to him.
Yeah, Blue Eco basically makes Jak immortal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. He can jump at 5 million feet in the air.
Listen, boys, I'll take this little kid back to
He's
the
just,
cave.
yeah, look at that.
The sage to take care of her.
It's truly insane to miss that stuff. But by the power of Blue Eco, he doesn't have to go up that ledge. Crazy.
You collect it with barely even seeing it on screen.
You literally don't even see it. You just know that it's there, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get rough. What? I cannot understand the ready go trips.
Yeah, so you can interesting sentence. Easier ones in the run. Not much time loss going in there besides like small things, of course. But I did notice that Stellar gets some pretty good movement towards the middle of it, where you carry Blue Eco from a vent and launch pad. You make yourself around the Cloggers mission that Samos tells you to do at the beginning of the game, and if you do them fast enough, you can keep your Blue Eco to grab a scout fly that's below a ledge, so you don't even have to fall down to the ledge. You could just, he did like this swag uppercut where he grabs it from below.
Yeah, you just dip down there with an uppercut and then curve back. And the Blue Eco picks it up for you. Yeah, we should just take away his ability to use that, and then he can. And then, oh, I can punch monkeys harder. he can do that for the whole tournament.
Awakens the oracle.
Yeah.
Wait.
What are you gonna do with Red Eco? Honestly.
There's like none of it. It's like only in like 2 places.
For the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs.
Stellar's talking to Oracle.
I contain
They're these dudes that you
for your gift.
that sell they sell their eyeballs to you, which is concerning. But, you know, it's each their own, I guess. They do that, which is fast because they don't. They're a lot of less talking, more selling. They're business minded, so that means they're really fast, and we need orbs, which they've been collecting orbs in events and whatnot throughout Hub 1. Orbs are really important in this route now. Well, in Hub 1 anyway, and the start of Hub 2. But after that, they kind of fall off, and you don't really need to care about them. Not really, anyway. As opposed to the old route where you used to have to care about orbs all the way basically up until the end of the game to buy cells.
Now be careful. The shield will
Now you need a lot
only
more
protect your
orbs
sword till it
early,
reaches
but it
500
ends up
feet.
saving
So try to keep
what,
it
like,
cool. Flying
a
over
minute
open
10?
lava will definitely
A lot
heat
of
you up
time.
fast. Hit
Oh,
500
yeah,
degrees and it's
we don't even know how much time it saves just because it's hard to
The fire canyon
changing,
gets pretty hot.
but definitely the orb count could be tight in Hub 1, but if you practiced and know like the orbs you usually get, and then you know the backup ones, like there's the vent and Sandover, which is really nice for backup if you're low after Sentinel, especially because it's right before the Oracle where you need to have a certain amount of orbs, so you can pretty easily tell if you have enough orbs or if you need the backup orbs. And also, I'd pretty much want to shout out Mike GamePro for, he pretty much designed this route that I think makes LTS a lot better, because it makes orbs, like past Hub 1 obviously, it makes orb counts and orb collecting a lot less, or pretty much how you said it just doesn't matter as much because you're never going to be tight on orbs in Hub 2 and Hub 3. And even if you're low in Hub 3, there's like pretty much always an extra vent in Snowy that's gonna put you probably overorbed.
Yeah, like there's once you get past Basin, you just don't even need to care anymore about orbs, and there's free orbs everywhere in Snowy, so which is right at the end, right before you leave to like meet your final orb count. So there's free orbs everywhere there. Yeah, massive shout outs to Mike. He's just Galaxy Brain at this game. He just reroutes things and makes things faster. That's what he does. He's incredible. Mike Game Pro on Twitch.
Yeah, Mike's in the tournament. I don't think he's had a match scheduled for this weekend though. Hopefully we'll get we should see him next week and play then.
No, he might be in today.
Oh, actually.
Or maybe no, he is in today.
Oh wow.
Like at 5 or something. Yeah. He's in later. He's cracked in this game. He's like one of the he's one of the dark horses of this tournament, I think.
Oh yeah. If Mike just decides to pop off in some of his matches, he'll just go nuts. He's just gonna leave his opponent in the dust.
Sellers in Basin, there's like, you go here for like 3 cells or something, but you also actually go here for not that. You go here for orbs. You just kind of eat them up. There's like 200 of them laying around here, and yeah, they're just laying around for the taking, so you just munch them and then get out.
Yeah, so as long as you like don't miss the orb crates in Basin, you're probably gonna have like enough orbs, because those ones will contain like 6 or even 10 orbs depending on which ones, which are pretty important. They're like the ones at Fire Canyon. Each one in Fire Canyon has 10. You really don't want to miss those, especially because you need to have enough for the Hub 2 Oracle, which is coming up after Basin.
Yeah, those 10 crates are juicy.
Oh yeah.
Just chomp them up.
Honestly, you'll lose time by trying to avoid them, so you might as well just get them every time.
Yeah. Any worthless haters.
Yeah.
Time losers.
Stellar just did plants at Basin, which to do it in one cycle was pretty difficult, especially if you're starting out. But he kind of missed one plant, but it was in a pretty forgiving spot, so he still got a 1 cycle. But I expect nothing less from Stellar.
Rozer's just entering Basin now. Oh, bad RNG.
Yeah.
Of the dark.
Hate to see the bad rock.
Yeah, bad rock RNG. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Bring me 120 precursor orbs.
Yeah, I think Basin in this route you collect at least 150 orbs, probably up to 180, which is like 3 times the amount you get in any other level, and you also spend half the time in it as any other level, so it's pretty good for orbs.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? After we get the Hub 1 Oracle, it's like, oh, we have no orbs. What are we gonna do about Hub 2 Oracle? It's like, oh, wait. Basin just exists, so...
Yeah, you literally enter with 60 and leave with 200. Like 220 probably.
Those going to LPC. The levels are gonna start, like, once you hit this point, the levels start to get a lot more demanding, technically. Like almost everyone has a pretty solid grip on Hub 1, I think, but once you start getting to, and then Basin is not super tricky, Then once you get to LPC and Boggy and like the later Hub 2 levels and into Hub 3, you're gonna like. I would expect Stellar's lead to widen. Because these levels are just a lot more technically demanding, and there's like tiny little cycles that you need to really work at to get the most out of.
Yeah, LPC, I definitely agree with that. And LPC, it's definitely gonna be hard if you're not aware of all the cycles and how to make the most of each one of them. Like, you really gotta be situationally aware of when to take damage and when you can or cannot make a cycle. It just comes with experience from playing the game, honestly.
Larry almost destroyed him.
Yeah, Stellar that's a good example. Stellar did a good job of avoiding him. But also, even though Rozer's been around longer than Stellar, Stellar has probably put a lot more time to the game as of late.
Stellar's like the fastest improving person we've ever seen in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been said 5 billion times by now, but it actually is nuts. He started in early 2020, and he's already like...
Yeah, are we still pretending we don't know he's a robot that was programmed to just be the best jack runner?
I mean, I'm under NDA, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that, I don't know. Yeah, so Rozer's entering LPC. Didn't watch Stellar's entrance, but there is a death warp you can do that saves a bit of time. Just by delaying your double jump spin, you'll hit the death plane and spawn at the bottom. Pretty neat. Rozer did have a rough basin at the end. I think he got a 3 cycle on plants.
Yo, wait, he just picked up all 3 of those orbs with a roll jump. You see that?
Dude, that's the former Hundo world record holder in him.
How? How did you do that? I didn't even know you could do that.
See, when you run Hundo, you unlock certain powers that let you pick up orbs like that.
Nice.
It's kind of like his internal blue eco is just more developed.
Yeah.
He lives and breathes. Yeah, if you didn't know, there's like internal, or there's always just like orb RNG. Sometimes orbs just don't want to be collected. Not for Rozer though.
Not for Rozer. He's got old boy consistency. TM.
Stellar's not doing the optimal strat of fish skip after LPC though. Can't believe it.
Yeah, we should, someone get an application for Weenie Hut Jr. for this man. You start on Monday.
Yeah, but Stellar's already... I think this is a route mistake, honestly. Like, he just walked past these yellow eco that he needed.
I don't know what this man's doing right here.
Yeah, but actually, I don't know if Oob been boggy, but there is a new Oob after this tether. It skips like going around this whole like section with a bunch of dark eco crates and spikes, and it saves like 8 seconds if you do it optimally. Yeah, so Stella's doing it right now.
Isn't there an Oob here that's like
I
found? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
even
that's what
know.
That's what I was saying.
That's genius.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Shoutouts to Riley for that one. Riley got PB, and he hits the roll jump, which is pretty precise. Saves you a couple seconds. Saves you a couple seconds for waiting out your yellow eco from the quad jump.
That's cool. I've never seen one. Yeah, that's like new-ish. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's super nice. It's definitely probably the newest thing you'll see in this route, in this run. Yeah, but Stellar's playing it pretty cleanly. The annoying part of Boggy, like that, the half that Stellar just did is probably technically difficult, but the later half is like has cycles and death warps, which can be annoying, especially with this frog. This frog doesn't behave consistently at all, except for Stellar, obviously.
Yeah, if Stellar's in the room, the frog behaves. But we should probably investigate what's going on there. I don't know what's up. Someone get on that.
He's got the secret frog manip that he's not telling anyone about. I get it.
Frog manip. Saves like literally nothing.
Alright, Rozer's about to doing vent clip right now. Going to get the last power cell in LPC.
Is he a buffer enjoyer or a pause enjoyer? He doesn't even R2 pause? What?
He brought up the HUD very right before he paused it.
He just got it like that.
Yeah, but still, I always can't time that pause for some reason.
Doesn't even bring up the HUD. He just got it like that. He just knows.
That 2012 experience.
Yeah, dude, the old boy consistency. I think I have to pay Ricky every time I say that.
Did he coin that phrase?
I think so. I think it's patented.
That sounds like Ricky. Respect.
Respect to my fellow capitalists.
Oh, we got Stellar going for first phase claw skip. He gets the uppercut pretty easily. And then he fails lava walk because that's how lava walk works.
Oh, he's doing it again. He's really got that boost again.
Yeah. So Stellar's pretty much the only one who's done this in a run in his any percent PB, and now he got a second try here. That's actually really cool.
That saves time over deload. Right.
Yeah, yeah, that will, because lava walk will save 30 seconds over deload. If you fail it and get it second try, it's even. But since you did lava walks with first phase skip, which gets there probably like 10 seconds faster, you probably save like 10 seconds over deload. At least.
That's a game changer, honestly. That's gonna be the meta.
Yeah, because if he's that consistent at it, he could even do this in more races, and he'll just, even though lava walk's not consistent, he can just knock out attempts pretty quickly.
Yeah, so it's actually like, yeah, that first phase skip's gonna be the meta. Coming soon, probably.
Yeah, I think the boosted for first phase skip is pretty hard, but I also think half of it is like getting used to the actual les grab without it, because you're blind, and if you like les grab too far left, it'll just kill you every time.
I think the more you sorry, go ahead.
I was also gonna add that it's also surprisingly difficult from my experience, that once you get it with first phase skip, you're like kind of walking through the lava with your camera completely away from Jak, and you can't even tell where the ledge is to get to Mountain Pass. So honestly, props to Stellar for pulling that off in a run.
Dude, imagine someone getting first phase skip and then like drunk driving to into tree hops. It's just some psychopath shit. Like,
Yeah, that's insane.
52. I was in Call of Stellar yesterday, and I was just like, he was talking about no LTS, and I was just like, where he thinks like what, where his like time save is or whatever, and I was just, I just repeatedly was just saying 52. 52, boys.
Yeah, so Rozer's in Boggy still. Yeah, no thanks to Stellar's getting Lava Walk. Rozer's,
Lava walk and saving time.
yeah. Poor old Rozer is stuck in Boggy while Stellar's just hitting Lava Walk.
I mean, sometimes you just go, I mean, I heard the water here tastes
I would not listen to that, but sure, whatever you
maybe
believe.
good is debatable.
Yeah, I definitely think it's debatable. And
It
you did say
definitely
it tastes good.
It definitely
Yeah.
tastes.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I've never tasted, but I'm sure it tastes.
It tastes.
Yeah, so I blinked and Stellar's in Spider Cave now, so that's cool.
Yeah, it happens. Stellar's like insanely good at this level. This is the hardest level in the game. Because when Mike
Debatable.
rerouted the entire world, he made a lot more. He made us play a lot more Spider Cave. Spider Cave is really hard. A lot can go wrong really fast. But the people who are good at Spider Cave save a freakish amount of time here over everyone else.
Yeah, that's honestly so true. Probably one of the hardest tricks for probably mid to low tier runners is the boost that the Stellar just did. It's actually quite a far distance, so you pretty much want to delay your circle on your spin, which will maximize like Jak's distance from the boosted, allowing you to barely make the ledge grab.
Rozer's going for deload, so this is the what everyone who is sane will go for in this tournament, probably.
Yeah. Probably,
especially as we get closer to the final bracket. This is what people are gonna do to this. If Stellar goes for like first phase skip in
like a match against Josh or someone, like that would
yeah,
be
like,
that would be some balls.
that is that would be
Oh yes. Also, Rozer is probably using the new method for deload, because we used to pause to line up with the deload with the idle to cause the deload, but we found out recently that you can just hold pretty much any face button or start, and it'll just automatically deload at 30 seconds. So Rozer just uppercutted onto the rock and kept holding his X from the uppercut and just deloaded him automatically. Didn't even have to risk missing a pause buffer.
yeah. We figure out that stuff sometimes, that things that you would think we would know, like you can just hold square LMAO. Or in the case of when pause buffer got found, it was like, oh, you can just press. We had like these crazy elaborate cutscene skips that we needed to like go to different levels and like bypass checkpoints and stuff. But we were just like, oh, just press 2 buttons, lol.
Oh wait, I think Stellar died in Dark Cave because he just I saw him pass where the Scoutfly usually is and it wasn't there, meaning it's probably a second time around.
Yeah, he died at the. I can't remember where. It was like over by the, like just after the Scoutfly trying to boost into that thing. He got the slide.
Oh, the slide's so nice.
Yeah, you just don't even have to. If you slide off of like a wall or something while you're falling, you can't take fall damage out of a slide. So you can just. There's like a little bit of a wall there that you can hit on the way down, and Jak will just go into a slide, and you don't have to damage cancel. Mans can't aim.
Yeah, you got hit by the spider. Rookie move, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, rookie mistake. What a wiener. Can I get some hot dog emojis in the chat for that? I mean, we're giving Stellar just a bunch of garbage, just a bunch of crap, but we love the boy.
Yeah, his lead is just extending with every level, which, as you predicted, is because these levels get harder and harder.
They get harder and harder, and yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. And I mean, Snowy's coming up. It's not as brutal as Spider Cave, but it's up there. It's a really tricky one for, like, honestly, even people who are like pretty good at Jak, like people who are pretty well rounded on the fundamentals of the game, still have trouble with Snowy and Spider Cave. They're people don't really get those levels until like quite late. Honestly, they're hard. They're really hard to do fast.
Yeah, you honestly have to put like twice as much practice at least into Snowy and Spider Cave than the rest of the levels in this game, probably. If you want to like get really good, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Because I think a huge factor in Snowy's flut movement can be tough for some people to like get down really well. So I think when you're starting out, the main objective is to not die and lose flut, and so it's people don't like optimize it as well, probably as much as normal movement.
Yeah, plus it's the only place where you have to deal with ice physics.
Yeah,
Which,
good old ice physics.
Good old, and the ice pillar. Good old ice pillar. Killing runs since 2005.
Yeah, the ice physics definitely makes it harder, but I also don't mind it as much. Also, there's a cool rocket uppercut the Stella can get with a 2-frame input.
Let's see if he gets it.
Yo.
He gets those.
Honestly, expect nothing less.
Oh, that's the HS boosted. Right?
Oh yeah.
That's the one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Actually, because you just use it to zoom through this level.
Yeah, Flut goes like stupid fast. Look at that. Just teleported.
Yeah, like if you did this exact route on foot, you'd probably lose like 2 minutes to flut, something crazy like that.
Actually, oh, he killed that lurker.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
He knew.
See,
Swear frame per, please.
I was trying to tell you during the frog shit, Smoggy. His interactions with enemies doesn't make sense. Like, there's no way he didn't get hit by any of those lurkers there. Hey, Rozer did robot boost, definitely. He didn't take the pulse.
Bird level. Yo, trampolines?
Oh, still I missed the deload for the cell. and he was kind of like hesitated on getting it, which made him run out of eco for these vents.
Yeah, these are the vents that have. If you're low on orbs, fear not, because those vents have. What is it? It's just like.
It's like almost 50.
Oh, I thought it was more. I thought it was like 60. I could be wrong.
Oh, honestly, it might be. I actually don't know anything about this game. I just play it.
Yeah, Aslov just doesn't know anything about this game. He's actually just insanely good at it. So.
Yeah, what's a
I don't
power
know.
cell? All I see are eggs.
All I see are shiny rock.
Stellar's 1 for 2 on cell deloads. Oh my
He's
god,
just,
Rozer.
he's just doing casual playthroughs on his Twitch stream, and then some people are like, "Oh my god, 54," and you're like, "Bro, I don't know what you're talking about." I picked
So
up
Rozer's platform is annoying because he has yellow eco, so he can't like punch or uppercut. But usually you carry it to this crystal in the water, and then you'll shoot it from a distance, so you don't have to dive and swim under to get it. And I swear, his first time around, he ran out of eco for like 3 seconds and still high jumped and tried to shoot the crystal, so he just ground pounded into the dark eco.
By bringing 120 precursor orbs for each. You have obtained another power cell.
How do so Stellar is at
For
a
your effort,
third oracle. This is what you need orbs for the late game. So you don't need to worry about it from just after Basin until right now. And Jack has now bought 6 eyes during this speedrun. I don't know. Someone please look into that. That's a little
Yeah, because
terrifying.
during the run while Stellar's trying to collect 72 whatever, the Oracle is on his mission to collect orbs.
Yeah.
It's just a mutual interest.
He
we
needs
have,
them
and
so
Stellar-
desperately that he's willing to sell his eyeballs to get them. So I don't know what's going on, but
All you gotta know is mutual interests. Even though the Oracle scams you.
you think it's a
Also-
scam? You think the Oracle's eyes are like?
Also, Stellar is doing LTS in a category called no LTS, which, fun fact,
Oh.
bans the use of LTS.
No. Okay, so
All right. With these additional power
It's-
cells, I should be able to.
I'm not even gonna get into this. This is a G3 conversation.
But the shield still has
Oh,
limits. It will now
is it not
restore
LTS if you have
10%
72 cells or something?
No more.
Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
stupid nonsense. You're like allowed to do it if you have 72 cells or some.
Oh yeah, but like
Garbage.
Stellar did rocket and shit. It was just chilling out of bounds because he can.
Don't you think we could look for a safer route to go?
As a flex, yeah.
Look, I've released more cooling balloons into
I wouldn't be
the
surprised if you just
so you can
chilled
use
and
them
waited for Rozer to
capture
catch
them.
up.
And don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the yellow
Think he's
station
gonna
lab.
BM him like that? Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's cold-blooded.
And then he just gets the boss and like gets all 3 1 frames. Or misses, chokes the run.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, here's lava tube.
Most interesting level in the game.
Yeah, you hold X and go straight, and then you win.
It's what it's all been to. That's why it's in the name of the category.
Yeah. I should have done orange skip.
Yeah.
Dang, it doesn't even save like 2 frames. Decides to not go for the time save. I actually don't even know if it saves time. Probably doesn't.
I just heard it, so I have no clue.
You probably lose your ego.
Yeah, you probably lose your eco, so it's please. But I think it just does LTS where you don't have eco. It's probably like saves it 1 frame.
I mean, You can probably do some task goblin shenanigans and get through with your eco.
Yeah,
Snuggles,
but
Snuggles knows.
oh, of course. I also feel like I was watching Rozer, and Rozer died in the snow because he did a boosted to the Scoutfly. Oh, never mind. I thought he stored his fall damage, so he like ground pounded the Scoutfly and died. That's what it looked like, at least.
Or did he just splat really hard? Who knows?
Yeah, it looked like he splatted, but I have no clue how. He would have had to done like some 3-frame hops when he landed originally.
Also, this trick that Rozer's doing, this is a tricky one. This is a rust trick. Like, every time you take a break from this category and then come back, you have to, like, relearn this thing. I feel like I can never remember how to do this, and then, like, once you figure it out again, you're like, oh yeah, duh. And then,
I always find it to be a nerve check. Like, if I'm nervous going to snowy on good pace, like, I might just mess that up.
yeah, because if you punch down and press circle too early, you're dunsies.
Yeah.
So if Stella
Those
doesn't get
final
all
boss.
3 1-frames here, he is bad. He didn't even go. What?
Wait.
He jumped. We were way too early.
Yeah, he kind of jumped like 3 seconds too early. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that was way early.
He missed both 1 frames there, so.
Yeah, so that's he's over 2. These will be counted against you.
Finish them both off once and for all.
Over 3. Yeah, so Rozer's still in snowy. He's just got flood, so I'm just gonna probably pray that he doesn't die. It's always sad to die while in snowy. It's like the one thing you don't want to do in snowy.
Yeah, that's why this level gets like why the really good players will save so much time here is like if you die on Flood, it's like very, very bad. You lose a lot more. You lose more than you first think about because of gondola skip and the stuff after that. Because cell animations are actually faster on Flood than on foot, so you lose even more time based off of every cell you pick up, even the ones in crater after gondola skip.
Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it quickly before
So I guess
change
by
my
this new
mind.
route, dying on Flood isn't as bad. Like dying on Flood being on foot in crater isn't as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, because of the orbs.
Well, no, because of there's less
Oh.
cutscenes.
True. Yeah, because you get 3 less cutscenes with Flood. This is minors.
So I got a 56-59. It's pretty
Yo.
good.
Oh, 56. Pretty nice. Yeah, like second part lava walk and TA he's like messing around with Rocket. He had a death in Dark Cave, but yeah. Nothing insanely terrible. I guess the Misty roll jump. Kind of bad for him, I guess.
Rozer can PB.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
Yeah. I think Rozer can PB.
I just feel like that his PB on the screen is not accurate just because I don't know, I just have a feeling.
I'm reviewing the tapes right now. I bet he hasn't even submitted, because if that's not his real PB, I swear he hasn't submitted. No.
It might be. He just might not ever run the LTS,
I mean,
which is definitely possible. Rose is at 1 health, but he's coming up on the end of Snowy, so hopefully he doesn't die. Yeah. Also, it's just hard because there's so many enemies, and you have to go throughout the level, and Fluffle's got the biggest hitbox out there.
yeah. Oh no, that is his real PB. Let's go, Rose. Gang, gang. He's about to roll up on Citadel. Let's go.
See the gondola skip? Looks like he's getting it. Uh-oh.
That's good. Huge.
Oh, nice.
Seek the pure light, for within its flame the answers reside.
Because what? It's
Power cells by bringing 120 precursor
actually no
orbs
wait, because you have to talk to Kira. So
another power
no wait, it's definitely not like 8.5 minutes, right? Because driving through lava tube is like 2.
for your effort. A power cell is
And the final like 3. I think he can PB. Yeah, I'm going with, yeah, I'm on Team Rozer PBing. That's where I am.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so it looks like Rose is gonna be chilling, talking to Kira. I think it's probably a good time to talk about our sponsor of this tournament, UAP, or also known as Urban Arts Partnerships Program. The School of Interactive Arts is a multi-year college prep program which teaches students both the arts and technology of video game development, preparing them for degrees and careers in the tech and gaming industries.
What? The Silver? Hey, what about us?
So shout outs to UAP for sponsoring this. I think they're doing a pretty great thing.
That kind of rocks. Let's go. Let's go, UAP.
We're counting on you.
You think it's you think Rozer's gonna get both ecos, even though it shouldn't even be a question?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, just checking because there's gotta be something interesting in Lava Tube.
Yeah, you can miss. It's like, it's weird looking. You can't just drive straight through those and get both of them. You have to like drive into the first one and like kind of slow down or like go up against the wall a little bit and then turn back to the second one. Otherwise, you'll just go straight through the second one for some reason. So it's a little bit trickier than it looks. It's
Yeah,
I mean, it's still easy, but it's not like that. It's not just whole forward LMAO.
Yeah, I remember it taking me forever to realize how to get both, because I thought I was just missing the second eco, whereas you have to slow down because there's a cooldown between times you can get the eco.
So wait, do you hold square there, like after the first one, or?
Yeah, I think you have to, because you just can't collect 2 ecos that fast together.
Oh no, I was at because I don't hold square there.
Oh really?
I like drive into the wall and like grind it. And
I do
turn.
both.
Yeah, actually, might do both too. I don't know.
Yeah, also, Rozer had a little bit of problems with oranges, which you have to shoot with yellow eco, and if you miss one to turn around, which can also suck because when you have yellow eco on a zoomer, you can't brake because they decide to map the shoot button with the over the brake button, which definitely is not fun.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, no. Frame perfect?
Oh, oh no,
Ah, close.
that would have been so good if he got it.
So there's a really long cutscene there. Rozer missed the skip. There is a frame perfect backup that you can do right after the cell cutscene. It's super tricky. No one really gets it. But good on Rozer for knowing that even if you miss that cutscene skip, that cutscene is so long that just resetting your console is faster.
Yeah, this is like the only times you'll reset your console in Jak 1 is if you fail Red Sage cutscene skip or this cutscene skip, because they're over 2 minutes long.
You lost PP to that.
Oh shit.
Actually, wait.
Wait. He
No,
might still
wait, you might be able to. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh wait.
Yo? Any believers?
This load should spawn just at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
then
can
he
PB.
goes. Yeah, he can PB. Yeah, it's like 250 if he has a good fight. It's like 250 from the button.
Rozer's doing
Or-
the OG scene skip, just showing off when they used to reset, probably back in the
Yeah, they used to
back
just do
olden
that.
times.
Let's go.
He kind of misses this one, but
Alright, yeah.
only like 10
It's still
seconds.
alive. It's still alive. We got like 3.5 minutes. We're good. We're good, boys.
Just don't pull Stellar and jump early on every.
Yeah, just don't jump early, don't die. So like the time you want to jump, so no, he jumped in time, but not for the one frame. So people lose a lot of time on final boss because they don't know when to actually jump. So if you're going for no one frames, you can jump as soon as the robot like turns. And you can get a little risky with it depending on how you want to play it, but you want to jump as soon as the robot turns. Like he's like mid-turn, you can jump. So now, so you jumped a little late, but if you're going for one frames, you jump even later than that. So you want to watch his head. He'll shake his head right, left, right. And when his head's over on the left, that's when you want to jump for the one frame. And also there's a lot of intricacies about this fight. I really like this fight. If you couldn't tell, I like the little tiny things about this fight that save time. So like in the red phase, standing on the edge of the arena is actually better. Obviously you don't want to get knocked off, but for some reason the yellow eco has a hard time hitting the boss if you stand in the middle. But if you stand on the outside like Rozer is right now, it just has a lot easier time hitting him for whatever reason. And if you mash on the red phase, you just kill him in like 4 shots. They're just super weird. I don't know.
Don't you roll jump through the eco in that phase to get to the edge faster or something?
I roll jump through. I don't think you have to. I don't think it's actually faster, but that's just what I do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's faster or anything. I think it is.
Save the world. Choices.
Yeah, so Rozer's gonna come out with a PB, even though
Let's
he
go,
failed.
boys.
Fails the green sage cutscene skip at the top of Citadel. Just too easy for him. Or maybe he punches into the eco, I don't know.
He's got it.
Roll jumps? Oh, he didn't roll jump.
Gaming. Massive
Let's go.
respect. PB, he's too good. He's God, man.
PBs during a race. Let's go.
He's PBs in tournaments. Let's go, Rozer. He's gonna PB again. Whoever he has to play better watch out, dude.
Yeah, dude. Every single match from here on out, he's just gonna PB. You just gotta expect it. I think they're probably gonna come in for probably just like a small interview. I think.
Well, it looks like I may have been.
I don't know. Do we have to pull them in? Nope. Okay. Yo,
GG, Rozer.
GG's
GG on
guys.
PB.
Yeah, cheers.
Easy PB for my mans. Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to PB next race, given how the end of that went.
Yeah, what a travesty.
Were you guys in a call together and during that?
Yeah,
race?
yeah.
Yeah,
We were calling
Yeah.
for it. Not
Yeah, I
too
figured.
fast. Yeah. Well,
I did exactly the same spider cave mistake I made last time as well. Aside from that,
Spider-
one was pretty good. And
Spider
for me,
Cave does seem to be your nemesis a little bit.
yeah.
But mine
Yeah,
was
Spider
just-
Cave's. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Yeah, my run was just pretty unmemorable, I think. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I'm
Yeah,
a
you
bit
were-
hazy right now, though.
That first phase skip was pretty cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
Was that first try or second try or third try? I don't even remember.
I think it was
You said
second try.
Yeah, it was second.
Alright. Yeah, that was pretty cool, I guess. Oh yeah, I was like, I probably should have tried to do the drunk cam afterwards, but I just sort of muscle memory didn't do it. I don't know. I've never actually done drunk cam in no LTS, so I didn't think now would be a good time to experiment with that.
3 hops with it. 52.
Can't even do tree hops without drunk cam.
52, boys.
But yeah, I mean, my run was very just unnotable outside of that and like Misty, I guess. Misty.
Yeah,
was just
you're like
bad.
blazing through until like the roll jump probably.
Yeah, I was telling Rozer for like a good minute before I got there. That was the one thing I was dreading in the entire run was that roll jump.
Yep.
So kind of a little bit annoyed that didn't go well. It was a bit BS to be honest with you. The fact that I didn't ledge grab it wasn't even a bad attempt.
Yeah, was it like the spin? I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
just
just a
smashing the
late-
spin is just
Late
RNG.
spin. Yeah. I don't know. I woke up this
Unlucky.
morning. I was like, I need to do some warm up runs, and like every single one of them failed that roll jump for some reason.
Oh no.
So I don't know. Today, not gonna lie, I feel a little bit ill today. So I think I'm just having one of those days. But hey,
Yeah,
did well
that's
enough.
fair. Honestly, great performance all around.
Yeah, the rest of it
Thank
was
you.
alright. Casually golded my claw thing by like 20 seconds or something.
Oh, nice.
Right, well, I've got a bit of a headache, so I kind of
Yeah.
want to head out. If we are all good.
Yeah, I think we're all good. Good race.
Right. I think we should probably let people know that the next race is a Minecraft one, right? I think we got Minecraft next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minecraft is next. It's Illumina versus Crooks.
Right, Pog. I know Illumina. That's a name I've heard before.
I'm Minecraft? I'm down to just cozy up and watch some Minecraft. It's pretty good.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Right, well, see you later then.